Hola, profe Laura aquí y bienvenidos a Minecraft en Español. This week we are working on another AR verb. I am really excited about this one because I think it is super duper useful. We are using buscar, and that just means to look for. So, what we're going to do is we are going to go over the pronunciation of the short phrases, and then we're going to do some practice. This is going to be fantastic. So, first we have Yo busco. Yo busco. Tú buscas. Tú buscas. Él busca. We'll go one by one because we can. Él busca. Ella busca. Ella busca. Ello busca. Ello busca. Remember, two L's equals a Y sound in Español. Now, the very long one that is everyone's favorite, just kidding. Nosotros buscamos. Nosotros buscamos. And the last two, the ending for these two pronouns is the same. Ellos buscan. Ellos buscan. Ustedes buscan. Ustedes buscan. All right. Honestly, the pronunciation is not too difficult for this one. So we have some questions that we can use. And first, we're going to start with ¿Qué busca? So we're going to ask, what does, and then you're going to say a name or maybe a mob, look for, okay? So, ¿Qué busca el esqueleto? And that just means skeleton. Okay, so what does the skeleton look for? And we actually have an answer down below this. El esqueleto busca a Steve. Uh-oh, I think Steve's in trouble, especially since he is mounted on a spider. That's not a good sign. All right. And we could ask, ¿Qué buscas? ¿Qué significa? What does that mean if I ask, ¿Qué buscas? Do you remember? All right. That would simply be, what do you look for? Okay. And I want to give you some options here. So we're going to answer yo busco. So I look for, you could say hierro. I look for iron. Yo busco diamantes. Diamonds. Hopefully everybody remembers the word diamonds by now. I know we've used that quite a bit lately. Okay, muy bien. We could change the question to say ¿Qué busca? And we'll say this time el zombie. ¿Qué busca el zombie? All right, and how we're going to answer this is down below. So you could say el zombie busca. So we could say el zombie busca la carne. And that's just a general word for meat. El zombie busca la carne. So if you'd like, you can pause on the slide right here and ask and answer these questions. Okay, muy bien. So now I'm going to ask you some questions and see if you remember some of our words. And I am going to try to use some of our mobs and other stuff that we've talked about, okay? So we're going to do super easy one here. So, ¿Qué busca Steve? ¿Qué busca Steve? Just look carefully at the picture. All right, in this case, personally, I would say Steve busca el ajolote. And that just means axolotl. Okay, so Steve looks for the axolotl. ¿Qué busca mi amigo? All right. So what does my friend look for? Mi amigo busca el Ender Dragón. Okay, if you got that, fantástico. And it's been a little while since we've seen these words. Que busca, we'll change this up a little bit because I think Alex is in the boat. Que busca Alex. Ooh. Now with this one, I'll be a little more flexible because there's so many things Alex could be looking for. We could say Alex busca la rana. So Alex searches for the frog. Or Alex busca el renacuajo. So the tadpole. Or if there's some other things you can think of in the swamp, you could use those as well. Que busca? We'll just say mi amigo this time. Okay. And we could say mi amigo busca. And in this case, we'll just say el esqueleto. So it could be the skeleton. You could even say el ahogado. That'd be the drowned. Okay. Or it could be anything else in the picture that we're looking at here. You could say as well, before I forget, el pez globo, because I do see like a little pufferfish there, globefish. Okay, muy bien. ¿Qué busca Alex? Lots of options here, honestly. So we could say Alex busca la oveja. That would be sheep. Cerdo, the pig. El perro, the dog. El zombie, the zombie. La araña. We've learned a lot of words. El creeper. And I'm not going to worry about putting the esqueleto there. We've seen him a lot already. So any of those things, or if you thought of something else, you could add something to it because there's tons of awesome stuff in this picture. Okay. So, ¿qué busca mi amigo? There are different things you could say here, but I'm just going to say mi amigo busca el Enderman. And that would be perfectly fine. ¿Qué busca? Let's do el creeper. We can make this one fun. El creeper busca, we're going to say un amigo. So the creeper looks for a friend. But you could add something else in there if you want. You could say el creeper busca Steve. That would be fine too. ¿Qué busca el creeper? Okay, and it could be anything. So, el creeper busca Steve. El creeper busca, you could say el mundo, that means world. We actually have not seen that word yet, but hey, that works. Okay. Que busca, and we're going to change this. Mi amiga. This is feminine for girl. So mi amiga busca, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to give you a new word though. Mi amiga busca una aventura. An adventure. Mi amiga busca una aventura. It's a fun word. Or you could say busca un creeper, un zombie, whatever you would like to say. Que busca, o sea, el golem de hierro. Okay. El golem de hierro busca, we're going to say el Enderman, because it looks like they're about to have a serious fight there. Okay, muy bien, perfecto. If you got through this and you were able to put together a lot of sentences and questions, give yourself a pat on the back. I know this is a lot of work. Please do keep practicing this verb as well as the AR verb endings because these will help you quite a bit in the future. As always, muchas gracias por ver este video. Thanks so much for taking time to watch this video and see you in the next class. Hasta luego.